So as we decided in our previous video, I told that below this level we have to look for selling opportunities, and in here we can expect that we see a good buying opportunity with the W pattern. It didn't make an exactly W pattern, a double bottom type of pattern, but it gave a bounce, took a resistance from here a little bit, and then it went again upside as I said. And below this level we have to look for selling opportunities. So in here, those who had taken trade on Friday, I told 51 pips easily, then another 36 pips, and now further more. So I'll modify new support and resistances, and we'll also see what it is showing on weekly basis also. Support and resistances have been modified. So below this level you can look for selling opportunities, but in here you have to look for buying opportunities once it comes here and makes a bullish pattern. Okay, so in this zone this will be a no trade zone, and above this level you have to look for buying opportunities from here till here, and we can expect a good consolidation in here. And after good consolidation, if it gives a good breakout, then we can see that we are having good chances of it staying above this level. And if it comes below this level, then you can look for shorting opportunities, but that too in half quantity only. So what it looks like on weekly basis, so another continuation week, and chances are it may consolidate from here till here for a longer period of time. We can expect a good consolidation, but if we are wrong, we'll be wrong very fast because we are trading according to hourly basis only. Looks like we are going to consolidate, but we'll take accordingly. If on hourly basis, we'll be deciding what we have to do. So same in EURUSD. On Friday, I told that above this level we have to look for buying opportunities, and we got one also, but it was very volatile move. That's why I told that you have to take in half quantity. This was a no trade zone, and because of war, now you can see that it is coming down. And below this level, I had already told that we have to look for selling opportunities, and those who had taken trade, they might have benefited in here, and those who haven't, I had also told that below this level we have to continue for looking shorting out opportunities. And you can see huge move from here till here, easy 26 pips. So now I'll modify new support and resistances. New support and resistances have been modified. So what you have to do currently in here is this area is a resistance zone, so we can expect a good resistance and further down move in here, and then we can see whether it gives a buying opportunity or gives us a selling opportunity. But once it goes above this level, take in half quantity for buying opportunities, and then look for selling opportunities. Half quantity, okay. And on a weekly basis you can see that we are at support zone, and chances are we can see a good bullish move. This is an inverted head and shoulders type of pattern. In here you can see left shoulder, middle head, and we have been saying this for 2 to 3 weeks now. So this is at support. Chances are we can see a good bounce in here, and once we come below this level 1.168, then there are chances that we can again go for consolidation. So until then we can again expect a good bounce from this whole zone. So we are expecting good bounce, and in here if we see a good bounce, we'll be taking in full quantity, okay, a W pattern. So same in GBPUSD, I told that below this level we have to look for selling opportunities, and in here we have to look for buying opportunities. And you can see we saw a good bounce from here till here. We have achieved 18 pips, but then again it went completely downwards, complete V-shaped recovery, and this whole zone was a no trade zone. You can see this whole zone was a no trade zone, and below this level I told that you can look for shorting opportunities, but that too in half quantity or half quantity and for scalp, because chances were it may take support from here and give a complete V-shaped recovery, and this type of move was possible. So that's why I told that you have to take in half quantity and look for scalp opportunities only. But it gave a clean move, so those who had taken, they might have benefited very much. So now I'll modify new support and resistances. And one thing that below this level we have to look for selling opportunities, and you can see how good move it has given. And those who haven't taken, they might have easily got 51 pips in the worst case scenario. So now I'll modify new support and resistances. New support and resistances have been modified. So this will be a no trade zone. Reason being, below this level, if it comes, we are looking for selling opportunities. Okay. And above this level, if we are coming, then chances are we can look for buying opportunities. Good buying opportunities. And in here, a resistance. Okay. So in here we have to take in half quantity when it's giving us buying opportunity, and in here we have to look for selling opportunities because major trend is on the downside. And on weekly basis, you can see that it is also making inverted head and shoulders type of pattern, and currently at support. So chances are we can see a good bounce from here, and if it comes below this level 1.13, then there are chances that we can see again consolidation or a downside move. Okay, so same in Bitcoin also. For 2 days I was unable to upload videos, but more or less it performed exactly as I told. Okay, so in here you can see this was a no trade zone. Above this level we have to look for buying opportunity. Nothing like that happened. Below this level we have to look for selling opportunities. In here you can see I told in here we can look for selling opportunities, and in here those who had taken, they might have benefited easy 1500 points. And in here we have to look for buying opportunities because we were expecting a good bounce, but it didn't give a bounce. And below this level you can see we can again from here till here it has given 3000 points move. So this was unexpected, but again you can see it is respecting our levels. So now I'll modify new support and resistances. Level I had told that once it comes above this level, there are chances that we can see a good bounce, and now it is making a sideways type of pattern. Let's see. Chances are that it is going to give a good bounce, but we'll be waiting. Support and resistances have been modified. So this whole zone will be a no trade zone. Reason being, this is a very confusion zone, so it's better not to trade. This will be a no trade zone, and below this level we can look for selling opportunities, and in here we can expect a good buying. And if the buying doesn't comes, chances are we can again look for selling opportunities from here till here, and this zone will again act as buying zone. And if it doesn't comes below this level, then we are going down, and that's for sure, and a good huge move points. From here till here we can expect a good move. Okay, same goes with above side. In here we can see a consolidation because it is making inverted head and shoulders type of pattern, and once it goes above this level you can look for good move from here till here. Another move may come. Chances are that we can see a straight upline move. Okay, so there are three scenarios. First is consolidation. Second is it may give a good breakout from here only and go in straight line move, or after consolidation it gives a breakout. Chances are this is very highly probable. Reason being it is making a trend line that it will give a good breakout. So on weekly basis I'm still saying the same. From 2 to 3 weeks, I'm saying the same line, that if it had to go, it would have gone very earlier and very fast in the downside. But it is staying, so chances are it will give a good bounce and it will give a new high from here till here. But we'll be waiting, and once it moves above this level, then only we'll be looking for strong buy. Okay, until then we are bullish but not blindly bullish. Chances are we can see a good move, and we'll be trading on the either side, whether it moves upside or downside. So same in gold, I had told that this was a no trade zone. Below this level, we have to look for selling opportunities, and in here, those who had taken trade, they might have gotten their SL hit. And above this level, I had told that we have to look for buying opportunities, and this move came. This was whole a consolidation area. That's why I told this was a no trade zone. So it has, we had planned from here till here. You can see 850 pips, but it is giving further more. So it has respecting our levels also. So I'll modify new support and resistances. Support and resistances have been modified. So in here, those who haven't taken trade yet, wait for a retracement in here. Let it come down in here, then make a good bullish pattern, then you can aim for higher targets from here till here. Okay, but until then wait. Uh, Below this level if it comes, firstly take it as a no trade zone, but if you still want to take trade, look for half quantity selling opportunities, and in here you can see a good buying move, then you can take trade. And once it comes below this level, you can look for selling opportunities. Another opportunity which might come is if it comes a straight line down move from here till here, then that's a very strong buy, you have to buy that. Okay, so there are first scenario, second scenario, third, and this is the fourth. This is very less probable, but if it comes, you know what to do. If you like my videos, please like and share, friends. Thank you.